Hello, everybody. I'm Johnny.
I'm Beth.
This is Mr. Russell Tom. Oh, you've got a microphone. I'm
I
sorry.
do have a microphone. Russell Thomas Bush.
On bass. He doesn't always have a microphone. That's why I normally talk for him. Sorry about that. Yeah, we're so excited to be here. We're Electric Blue Yonder. We're space folk explorers. We like to write music where we explore humanity, what it means to be a human, and report on it through song. So take that for what it's worth. We're going to play some acoustic songs. I'll switch over to an electric a little bit later. We're so excited to be here. We kind of took a little tour. We had some coffee earlier. Went and grabbed a beer at Hometown. Yeah. Oh, hey, Tiffany. Y'all have a cool hometown, and we're glad to be able to share some of our art with you in it today. So thank y'all so much. This song's called Lonely Child. It's the first single off our record Morning Sounds. Just a feather blowing in the wind. Must be the weather that's got me in the state I'm in. And I don't know where I'm going. I don't know who I am, but I feel this breeze blowing me back to where it all began. Hanging on by the skin of my teeth. With all the people I meet, doing my best to stand on my own 2 feet. 'Cause the weight of the day when you push me away is weathered with time and lost all its gravity. Feeling the pressure of changing wind. And I don't know where I'm going, so I'll float on a little while, lost and searching for my own as a lonely child. Thank you so much. This next tune is a really special one. We wrote it for our dear friend Russell here and his lovely wife, Adrian. They were engaged and supposed to get married in 2020, and we all know how hard it was to get anything done that year. So despite all that, they had figured it out to do an outdoor wedding down at the beach, and then a week before their wedding date, a hurricane came through and wiped out the wedding venue. So luckily, they were able to do it at Adrian's parents' farm, and it was a really beautiful and small ceremony, but we had the honor and privilege to write this song for them about how their love overcame all of that. It's called Heart Shaped Box. In a heart-shaped box, worn at the seams, ever so tenderly lives a cup that holds our love. Take it out, stir it up, drink it together so we live forever, and we finally have time. Your love is like a flower in springtime.
When I'm with you, no wave can knock me down. Everything is better when we're together.
Oh, please spend some time with me. Take this cup in our hands. Promise to listen and do the best we can to understand. With these waters, plant a seed. Pour out our love and give it all we need. So this cup may be filled again. Endless summer of sunshine.
No hurricane can make us Everything is better when we're together.
Oh, please spend your life with me. Hear my voice, make a choice. This is not destiny. What else could it be? You're all I need. Oh, thank you. Thank you. So that's going to be on a new record that we have coming out. We were actually originally supposed to be touring on that record for this fall tour, but we had the best kind of bad news ever and got offered a distribution deal, which I was just telling John we got some updates on right before the concert started. So be looking out for that. It was a really cool experience because our friend Brett Robinson, who was the steel player for Whitey Morgan for many years, he bought an old schoolhouse built in 1900 and turned it into a recording studio, tried to leave it as intact as possible, and then he uses old, like 1940s RCA mics and equipment to really capture that old sound. So we were able to come and record, and not only do that, but invite about 30 or 40 of our closest friends and fans to come and sit in the schoolhouse with us and witness the recording. So that's what's going to be coming out here imminently. do another tune off of that.
Okay.
And then we'll pick it up a little bit. This one's called The Great Divide. And we'll do our best. It's a new one. Wandering through the memories of the streets of our hometown, couldn't find our way to places we burned down, and nostalgia's lost its luster. The wounds are shining through. Got caught in a fight and lost our sight where we were headed to. And who's to say who gets to draw the line? Yesterday we were walking side by side, and in our way the feeling that we tried will our hearts break between the great divide. Stuck inside a moment, washed away with time. Names and faces, they all change, standing in the same line. We're all lost and out of place, searching for some grace, asking for an answer, what direction we should face. And on that day when we were breaking stride, we walked away and left our hearts untied. The steps we take, the tears that we cry, will our hearts break between the great divide. King, he's got no clothes on. The people they do not see. Got caught in the thick, burned down to the quick. Trying their best, but it don't seem to stick. Living their lives, feeling sick, and they're tired of it all. Hand in hand, we could walk again. We'll find our way back to dry land. For some not part, with stories to be told. If we try, we can break the mold. This is also going to be on the record. It's probably one of my favorites. And I'm jealous because Beth wrote it while I was out of town, so I had nothing to do with it.
You're always some inspiration to me.
Oh, thanks. Well, I don't know if
I
I
love you.
want to take that as a compliment
I
for
know,
this
I
song.
know.
But
You guys get bad weather sometimes too. Down in Alabama, we have our tornado seasons. And while Johnny was out of town, we were having some bad weather, and I was watching our weatherman. And he was saying that the day of, you can kind of watch the storms in the morning and get an idea of how that day is going to play out. And I thought, people are kind of like that too, and sometimes we just pay attention and we miss the signs. So that's the song, When It Rains.
oh, is that me or is that you? Oh, you tricked me, Russell. Yeah. So, do y'all have do you have like famous weathermen here? Like, because like back at home, there's like the rising stars that it's like they were there on that big tornado or storm, and then everybody trusts them, and then it almost becomes like college football where it's like, well, that's my weather guy, and then you're like, well, no, James Spann, he doesn't know nothing. I like Rich Thomas. You ready?
Yes. Yesterday we meet, tomorrow's run its course and then you're gone. Was it a dream? It's funny how we aim for time to move along and then we grieve when it leaves. And I won't say a thing. Silently they wait for an answer no one wants to say or think or repeat. 'Cause the sun he had to go, the devil's come and left, and then it pours when it rains. But they won't say a thing. No, they won't say anything. Far away she goes, looking for a place to give her faith in anyone, and sees the crowd she waits, fake a smile, pretend that it's okay anyway, and she won't say a thing. Inward he has gone, searching for a sense of peace, and he can't hear a sound. Laughing anxiously, fighting in between these waking hours and a dream. But he won't say a thing. No, he won't say anything. just repeats. And it's funny when it rains, they say the storms will show you what's to come if you love, but they won't say a thing. No, they won't say, don't change a thing. Thank you.
So in addition to Loved and Lost, the record that we recorded over in that schoolhouse, we have this other record that we're really excited to put out next year. It's called Micro Party, and the idea was, it was formulated because Beth and I were doing a tour out west back in 2019, and we had a friend with us, Kimmy Sampson, who's a very accomplished and talented violinist. She's played with a lot of greats. She lives in Muscle Shoals and records with some of those living legends that have been on so many records. And so we were just like a little bit nervous because she's got so much more experience than us. And we played this spot called The Keg and I in Chimicum, Washington on the Olympic Peninsula. And it was just a really nice group of folks that lived in the neighborhood. And there's a sweet table of women in their sort of 50s and 60s that just, we ran out of songs, and they kept throwing $20 bills at us, like, keep playing, one more song. And so we said, okay, Kimmy, this one's not on the books, but we're going to do this song, just follow along. It was called Little Jack, and it was a lullaby we had written for our nephew, Jack, really for his parents, so that they could sing a song to their son that would be unique when they sang him to sleep. And afterwards, Kimmy, working with all those storied musicians in the Shoals area, she's kind of a sailor. So I'm not going to say exactly what she said, but she said, "What the flip was that?" And we were like, "I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to like catch you off guard." And she was like, No, actually, it was flippin' adorable, and you need to do more of that. And so the next day, she talked to her friend, Ben Tanner, who was a keyboardist from the Alabama Shakes, and he started a little record label called Single Lock Records. It's in Muscle Shoals, and it's a lot of the young great bands and talents that are coming out of there today are all on that label, so you should look it up and check them out. But that inspired us to start writing the music, and then the process of writing the music made us realize a few things. One, I think we underestimate our kids, and they're a lot smarter than some of the music that we put out there for them. So we thought, hey, let's make something that maybe the kids don't necessarily understand today, or every element, but then that gives an opportunity for you as a parent or grandparent to teach them. And also, there might be some things that you don't know, and you get stumped sometimes, and you can teach the lesson that that learning is lifelong, and then even adults have to look things up sometimes. But this particular song is called Sun and Shower, and we wrote it one day while we were walking through our neighborhood, and I saw a yellow butterfly land on a little spider lily. So it must have been around this time of year, because that's when they pop up. This is called Sun and Shower.
Hello, yellow butterfly. It's so nice for you to drop on by. It's a beautiful day outside. Hello, Mr. Mockingbird. Is that your song that I heard? Did you borrow it from someone? 'Cause it takes the sun and a shower to grow a beautiful flower, and a little bit of love, love, love. 'Cause it takes the sun and a shower to to grow a beautiful flower and a little song of love, love, love. Hello, little bumblebee, buzzing around so splendidly. Thanks for spreading pollen all around. Spread a little here and there. The next thing you know, it's everywhere. Plants are growing from the ground. 'Cause it takes the sun and a shower to grow a beautiful flower and a little bit of love, love, love. 'Cause it takes the sun and a shower to grow a beautiful flower and a little sprinkle of love, love, love.
Hello, squirmy
earthworm, digging in your earthworm. Thanks for spreading nutrients underground. Nitrogen and phosphate, potassium, all taste great, but they taste better when they're in potatoes and tomatoes. Because it takes the sun and a shower to grow a beautiful flower and a little bit of love, love, love. 'Cause it takes the sun and a shower to grow a beautiful flower and a little taste of love, 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 Think about what you can do to spread a little love if you think you've got some love to share. Because it takes the sun and a shower to grow a beautiful flower and a little bit of love, love, love. You have the power to grow a beautiful flower. All you have to do is love.
There's been a sighting? I'll wait till he reports back so we got more info. The other things were into still. Can you do that? Okay, I'm going to do one more acoustic song before I switch over to the electric. This is a kind of a cool thing. Y'all got some nice golf carts in town.
Look, the sign. You saw it? See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying?
Oh, everybody, if you notice, there's a poster over here. It's 3 of potentially more cryptids that are lurking over here in the pass and out in the cornfield, and we just want to let you know. There was a spotting. We'll get more details to you a little bit later. Police are on the scene, so it's good news. So this particular song, Beth and I, and Russell too, but we had the honor of knowing a woman named Cass Still. She lived in Montana and she lived in Key West, Florida, and she was a poet and a painter. And the reason we know her is because her and her husband saved an old house, and they made it a safe place for artists to be able to come and stay and afford to live in a place like Key West. But she passed away back in October after a long battle with Parkinson's and dementia. And I had the honor of taking her words from her poetry and putting them to song and us performing this at her wake. This is called Into the Still.
Morning light across it turquoise floor on Caroline. The island wakes inside through yawning windows and doors, left open to catch the moonlight. Latent in reflection, the smell of night blooming jasmine. We circled each other in broken orbits, but we counted each and every wave set a geometry of love between by salt of the sea, shining on our souls like diamonds and out of the blue heaven. I found you, and into the still of the morning we made our way. I dream of this island morning, fragile as a spider web in a hurricane, temporary as an eagle's shadow that passes overhead. I love the still, quiet places where no one else stops. Go open your windows, doors, and watch the spray of breaking waves halo the sky like a kingdom's key, and into the blue over kind and gentle breeze. Now step away lightly, unburdened and sprightly.
Thank you. John, if you wouldn't mind muting this channel for me. Thank you.
I think we need a report.
Tell me about the Did it respond? Tracking back. Well, I hear they like to circle first and scope the situation out before they. So you would say it was like a peripheral sighting. It's just a peripheral sighting. Don't worry. They haven't moved in on us yet. It's okay. They say music soothes the savage beast, so we'll do our best to appease.
Thank you for looking out.
So this tune's called Bluster. We released it as a single a few years back, and it's a really important song to us because I'd always wanted to be a musician and songwriter, but I wasn't totally honest with myself and went back and forth. Actually got a degree in architecture and I can design a house for you if you like, but I really don't want to tonight. But I had a friend named Andrew Lewis who was very inspiring. He went to Berklee College of Music, and he was doing the music thing, and he was making his ways in life, but he had a little pit stop back home, and unfortunately he fell back in with an old flame, and their relationship wasn't super great, and she ended up riling another fella up who took Andrew's life with a gun. And that's a sad story, I know, but I tell you because I wrote this song in grieving for him, and it's about that moment in grief when you realize that the ones that you've lost along the way, the best thing that you can do for them is to carry them in your heart and to live your life just a little bit fuller for them. And it's as simple as that. And so probably thanks to that realization is the reason that we're here with you tonight, and that we took ourselves seriously enough to make art and share it with the world. So this song's called Bluster.
Reception in the box with all your thoughts and no one left around. You've gotta let go. They'll only weigh you down. But when you're with me, I can't do anything. So let go of your view as it becomes more clear.
Thank y'all so much. So here's another new tune. It's going to be on Loved and Lost. It's called Letters. And I don't think it was intentional, but when we started writing music, we ended up using music a lot for healing. Songs like Bluster, songs like Into the Still. It helps us express the way we're feeling in a moment in time, but it also helps us process those emotions when we listen to the songs and work through some of those things and feel a little bit less alone. This song is about a little girl who survived a tragedy and became a symbol of hope, and we just think that's just such an incredibly inspirational thing. So we wrote a letter to her. It's called Letters to Sadako.
remember me.
Thank you.
See, I'm not familiar with all the different calls and sounds, so I wasn't sure. I think we should play Quiet Moon. It's about being afraid of the dark.
Outside my window at the sweet green grass, and I listen to a quiet moon, the stars that sing as they beat to the night. Yes, all right. Shadows creep and crawl, give me a fright. But I know that all things have shadows that come and go with the light. Then I see that these monsters instead were just my minds made of creatures playing in my head. And I listen to the bullfrogs croon, a symphony as we dream into the night. You're all right. And if your storms are on display, there's no need to be afraid. The moon and stars shine from afar, and the sun is on its way. So when you do your best, but you just can't rest, close your eyes and lay your head on the sweet green grass. Skies are starry, eyes watch for what's to come, in hopes that this long night will soon be done. Man, in the dark world, there's no need to fear. The song of night is with you
We should have known that we were hurting. We could have told someone sometime. Let's take it slow now, honey. Where we're going, we won't need money. After all we've got is time. Always right. When it all I hate become alright. Well, we have good people. Yes, we have good people. Here we are. Here we What would it take to learn a lesson? We wouldn't know, we never tried. I just make a choice now, baby. It's yes or no, not maybe. I think it's time that we always right. When it all I hate become alright. Well, we are good people. Yes, we are good people. Here we How did it hurt when we fell down from heaven? And why did we lose our wings along the way? We could be friends if we get along together. Sometimes life just don't work out that way. We didn't lose our Sometimes life just don't work out that way. If it's all right with you, we're going to do a little cover tune. This one's actually by Andrew Lewis, though, so probably not one you know.
But if you like it,
You should look him up. Andrew Lewis, Montgomery, Alabama.
Lewis.
It's called It's a Pity, and it's a pity that he couldn't be here to play it with us tonight. Shaved off my virginity, took a shot of whiskey, pulled myself out on a page, left you with my innocence, 'cause all you know is where you've been, you ain't been too far. So I'll vandalize my memory, just trying to forget you. Well, everybody knows your name, but no one knows you with me. Everybody says it's a shame, but I know it's just a pity. I know it's just a pity. Roller coaster ride, where all the souls end up. Now we're falling from the sky. Nav said end our sleep. And if you see my friend, tell him death was in my dream. Yeah, the jungle's green and white as snow, all covered on the mountain top. Well, everybody knows your name, but no one knows you with me. Everybody says it's a shame, but I know it's just a pity. I know it's just a pity. Shacked up in my lonely room, trying to find an answer. But these withered leaves keep telling me angels live forever. Broken hearts, lovely things, never shine, they shimmer. And I just got back from New York City, and boy, am I glad to be here. Well, everybody knows your name, but no one knows you with me. Everybody says it's a shame, but I know it's just a pity. I know it's just a pity.
I know it's just a pity.
Oh, thank you. Do morning sounds. Make you awake. It's 8 after 8, so we have 20 minutes left.
Okay. May want to do one more time eventually.
Yeah, what do you want to do? Think about it on this one. All right, this is the title track from our record, Morning Sounds. And again, I'm not trying to bum you out, but as I told you, we write music, sort of process grief. This was a thing, like it started out as a record that we were working on that was kind of really paying homage to Pet Sounds and the Smile Sessions from the Beach Boys. And the second half of it is very much happy and lighthearted in that way. But then we were writing it, and then the pandemic hit, and the tone of the world shifted. So we added a U to morning, and it went from the time of day to a time of grieving. And this is just sort of where it all starts.
Waiting for the morning sound as the world keeps spinning round. I try to open up my eyes. To my surprise, they're already open.
there was no one else around. Forget your past. You have no future now. Cultivate this moment of your life. And where we came from, I couldn't tell ya. And where we're going, I can't be certain. Cause all I know is floating all around me, and I'm at sea. Wait, where are we going? Wait, where am I now? Where am I now? Please tell me I have got to know. I really wanna know. Please tell me I have got to know. We were waiting through the morning when they finally came. There was no one else left around. I was alive, very precise. If only in my mind. Keep on rocking in the free world. Yeah, that song's called Awake. So we wrote a whole suite about how perfect all of you are, but I don't think we have enough time to do all of it. So we're just going to do the last part, and it's called Rising Tides. I mentioned earlier that the record started sort of more of a Beach Boys thing. I think you heard a little bit of that at the end of that, but this is really the part that was for the Beach Boys, for Brian Wilson. Rising Tides. And while we're all tuning, I just want to thank you all again for coming out tonight.
Thank you.
It's awesome to get to share our music anywhere and on a front porch of an old house in a really cool little community is pretty much towards the top of our list. So thank you very much. Y'all are really lucky to have folks like John in your neighborhood. So remember to support that. This is Rising Tides, because together we lift each other up. setting in your azure eye. The world keeps slipping by. Take me back to the ocean so I can feel the breeze. The wind of change is calling down. As we're chasing on the edge of the precipice with great precision. But we're never gonna fly if we can't make a decision. We can follow footsteps lay out in a straight line, but I'm afraid that there'll be nothing left behind. Let's just build us a boat and cast off, stretching away. I feel the wind in my skin and I can see the rising tide. And I don't understand why I feel this way. There's only one line there watching like a away. Step by step, mile by mile, and day by day. You can plan for tomorrow, but you gotta live for today. You gotta live for today. You gotta live for today.
Thank you.
Yeah. Can we tell you about our friend named Michael? He likes to recycle, and he was hanging out at a scrapyard looking for trash that he could buff up into treasure, and he found robot parts and built a friend named Bebop Bobop, the robot. This song's off the Micro Party album, if you hadn't guessed, but it's about friendship.
searching for some treasure I could save. In the back of an old tool shed, I discovered a robot head. Its lights clinked on, it looked at me and it said, bebop, bop, 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 bebop. I am a robot, nice to meet you. Bebop, bop, 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 bebop. What is it you'd like to do? I said hello, bo bebop, bo bop. My name is Michael. You're in luck, I'll buff you up because I like to recycle. Let's find your parts, my friend. We can put you together again. After all, that's what friends are for. Bebop, bop, 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 bebop. You are a robot, nice to meet you. Now let's talk back together. What is it you'd like to do?
Well, then Bebop looked back at me and said, that it does not compute.
No one's ever asked me what I'd like to do. I'll need some time to process this information with great precision. If I'm to arrive at my own decision, I'll take your time, my friend. We can do it all over again. After all, that's what friends are for.
And then Bebop looked back at me through what I can only assume are robot tears.
Robot tears of joy, and he said, Mama Michael, that likes to recycle.
There is one thing that I'd like to try. And I said, well, what is it, Bebop? Bebop said, well,
I'd like to dance, 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 dance.
To the bebop, beep boop. Right side up and upside down. They laugh and sing and dance and explored. Because, well, after all, that's what friends are for. Bebop, bop, 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 bebop. I am a robot, nice to meet you. Bebop, bop, 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 bebop. I've been waiting for a friend like you.
oh, I know that was weird. But that's okay, right? You guys are beautiful. Yeah, sure. And I gotta say, you've been fearless for taking the ride with us. Here's a Floyd tune with that title.
we really love Pink Floyd and a bunch of other bands from that era. A big inspiration for us. Reported sighting.
Less than 10 meters, y'all. Hope you locked all your personal belongings in your cars, because I hear cryptids sometimes go after food
Honey.
items.
They really like
Honey, that's a possibility too, yeah. Which we've got some honey from Maple, Missouri that we're a little worried about. Let's play one of our songs. Probably have time for just one or two more, maybe. I'm not sure. Tell me if I'm wrong. Here's an old tune. It's a fun one, especially when Russell's playing upright. It's called Thunder Train.
That damn hatch again. Storm is rolling in the dawn. I call in the rain. It feels like it's been so long since I somehow come on strong. She come on stronger, and I can't wait much longer. Come on, keep me dry. Thunder is so bright, loose is going lightning, her noise sounded like a freight train or cryptic. Don't know where I'm going now. This storm is really blowing me around.
Trying to get back to
You
you.
come on, hold me tight. Come on, it's just one night. Woo, woo, woo.
thank y'all again so much for coming out tonight. Hey, we do have CDs. We've got a vinyl. We've got some shirts. This black one with the pyramid sucking up Earth's resources, and the neon yellow one. We have all sizes of those. Unfortunately, we're kind of down to the last few of these other ones. But thanks again for listening. Thanks everybody for coming out. We love human connection, so come introduce yourself. If nothing else, we'd love to meet you and learn a little bit about this place and life and what it's like here. So I'm going to end it with a song called "You Are Beautiful." We wrote it New Year's Eve, 2020, sitting at home, thinking about how maybe we all needed to be reminded that there is still beauty out there in the world, because it seemed like for a while we forgot. Thanks again, John, too, for having us. John and family. Thank you for the intermittent cryptid reports and sightings. We've breaking news. The Wendigo is right next to the porch, hidden up in the trees. You have to watch for the Wendigos because they hang out up in the trees. Well, it hangs out like right near the trees, just above the ground in a kind of levitation situation. But seriously, you all are so beautiful, and we're blessed to be able to spend some time with you. And I really mean that. So thank you very much, again, from the bottom of our hearts. This is You Are Beautiful. And if I were a tiny worm, I'd dig the dirt on the ground. We could grow together when you're down, And if I were a butterfly, I'd fly so high so I could see all the beauty that is in this world. And I'd want you to see, I want you to see, there's so much beauty in this world. Please take time to notice every now and again. If I were an octopus, I'd take my 8 arms and I'd give you a hug. We could swim around, we could swim the ocean where I roam. It is my home. And if I were a human being, I'd do the best to fix the things that could make this world just a little bit better for next time around. Next time around. There's so much beauty in this world.
Please take time to notice every now and again. You are so beautiful in this world. Please take time to notice every now and again.
Thank y'all so much. You all are so beautiful, but I think you already know that because you live in a really special place. So, thank y'all. We're Electric Blue Yonder. We hope to see you again.